Hello, this is Lady Leshurr and I'm telling you to watch my interview on Amaru Don TV. It is what it is. I'd say Lego wasn't really meant to be my single. It was just me and Wizzy. We was just in the studio.
Wizzy Wow, right?
Yeah, Wizzy Wow. He showed me the tune. He showed me 3 tunes and that tune stood out for me, so I was like, I like this tune. So then he was like, alright then, just write to it. So I just wrote to it, got into the booth, recorded it, bam, it was done. It weren't even a thing where I thought about a concept or anything like that. If you notice in the video, there's just so many things going on. It's not a concept kind of song, it's just, it just happened. It was just something that I wanted to do at that time. And I just had fun with the beat, really. Yeah, I had fun with it, man. It's all about having fun with music, so yeah, I had fun with it, and it just turned out to be my single. Sorry that I'm laughing, but it's kind of funny to me because the things that I love to do, I don't ever think it's going to be something that everyone else believes in and wants to push. So I was happy that, you know, but you know, it wasn't intentional for it to be my single. So yeah, it's doing quite well as well. I've had a lot of feedback and stuff, so.
It's an exciting video, it's a fun video, have a little bit of dance.
Yeah, man. I did say this a while back before I even made the tune that we need to have videos. You see how Missy Elliott and Busta Rhymes and Ludacris had them crazy videos back in the day? That's what we need to get back, because obviously the kids are the future and what they see, obviously I want the kids to be entertained by the music that they listen to as well as the video. So I wanted to bring that back, because when I was young, that's something that I loved to watch. I was glued to the TV. I loved watching things that was very entertaining, and also like the tune was catchy at the same time. So I wanted to bring that back, man. Yeah.
Now you're currently independent, right?
Yep.
Labels must have been sniffing. It must have, right? Because there's certain people with less a buzz than yourself. So I mean, have they been like trying to reach out?
Yeah, a few people have been like trying to reach out here and there, but I've always said to myself I've wanted to be my own boss. So I just started my own record label. It's called Got a Strut. And we're just doing it independently, and whatever comes along, then we might be interested. But for now, we're just trying to release independently and see how far we can go from there. When
you say like you want to be your own boss, is that to say that if you were to sign a deal today, you would have the leverage to make all the decisions that you want to?
Well, it's not as such. I mean, as long as whatever deal I take, or if I do take a deal, as long as it's somewhere where I can negotiate something and I've got creative control, because I know a lot of artists in the scene that are signed, they don't really get a lot of say in what they have to do and do, really. So I just want to make sure and enable that I've still got control of what music I produce, because I don't want to lose the supporters that I've had from day one to now, because they don't like where I'm heading. I've got the same vision that I've had for like 10 years now, so I still want to be Lady Leshurr, but I want to be versatile and be able to reach out to other audiences, but still be myself, so I don't lose any supporters and I don't lose any respect. So yeah.
So with that, you know, what film was it I was watching? You did a cameo in some film. Some film up in Birmingham.
One Day?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
And I was seeing you in a shop, isn't it? You and a big mouth or something, and you little.
Yeah, that was basically what made a lot of London artists know who I was. Yeah, it put me on a wider scale and another platform, and at the time I had Twitter, so people was just atting me. I was seeing like Wiley talking about it, and Gets, and just loads, and Jammer, and just loads of artists that I've grew up listening to. So I was quite excited at the time, because I thought, yes, like they finally heard me, they've heard me, they're rating me. So that was a great like platform to me.
Did you see that as a breakout moment for you?
Yeah, definitely. It was one of the things that made people know that I even existed. To be honest.
You shut it down at I Love Live.
Thank you very much. I mean,
you did it. You shut it down. I wasn't there, but I saw the video on Gram Daily.
Yeah, I've seen it as well.
And it seemed like,
you know what though, the video is not. It doesn't give you justice, you know, because obviously I can't really remember that night too vaguely, but I know that the crowd was just amazing. It's probably one of the best crowds I've had, and I love doing live performances. So that was one of my best performances. Like.
Yeah, you seem like you really was having fun.
Yeah, man, I had fun. It's all about having fun.
Yeah. Now, for you though, what artists, like you were speaking before about, you know, the wines, the guests, what artists when you were coming up were you actually looking at, you know, in the UK scene?
Female MC wise, Miss Dynamite, Shiesty, Lioness, she was like top 3. Nole, top 3. But who else? Stush.
You go for spitters, all of those girls.
Yeah.
They go hard. Yeah.
But you know what it is, like I always just used to watch Channel U. So whoever was on Channel U, I was like, no way. But when I first seen Lioness, I thought, no way, this girl's sick.
Yeah.
Like and she's younger than me, so I'm like growing up inspired by a younger person. It just shows that it has got nothing to do with age. I knew she was younger than me at the time. It's nothing to do with age. It's nothing to do with bitterness or like we're both females, nothing like that. I just rated and respected that she was so young doing it at her age, and she's still doing it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just have to salute Lioness. And he was one of my main inspirations. Get to know him, one of my main inspirations, why I had all these crazy flows back in the day. I used to listen to Tinchy Strider.
Yeah, Tings and Boots, yeah, Tings and Boots.
I love Tinchy Strider, you know. I don't even think he knows this, but if you're watching this, I actually do still love you, like, seriously, man. I've got a crush on him as well. It's the worst thing. Like, I've had a crush since I first heard his little voice. His voice is like mine when he was younger, you know. So yeah, I just thought, man, his voice is distinctive. He's gonna go far, and he's massive now. So yeah.
So then, but for you, that you've been, like I was saying before, you've actually been making, recording music for a while. So for now, what would you feel is like some of the lessons that you've learned along your journey?
I'd say majority of the lessons that I've learned is just talk about experiences and what's happened maybe in my life or people around me that don't do music, and then I can speak for them, because that's a lot of my like concepts are all about people that are around me. So I've just learned to do that more, because I know I can reach out to a lot more audiences if I talk about topics that could be related to them. Also, trust. I used to trust a lot of people, and
It's the same game for trusting.
yeah, man, I'm so oblivious to so much stuff. I don't know who just wants to be my friend and who just wants to be there for the ride to see how far I can take them along the way. So I'm known to just like be around myself. I don't really hang around with anyone, so that's one lesson that I've learned.
Well, then with that, you know, because you're from Birmingham, right?
Yeah.
But then,
Oh, 1, 2, 1.
but then, like I'm saying, is that you're the forefront now. So do people feel like you have to bring them in? That, you know, they'll send you beats? Like,
Well, this is what I mean. Like when I first started getting, like my name was getting around, flying around London and stuff. All of a sudden, people just thought I was some kind of savior or something. Like they was just hollering me like, "Oh, can I come here and stuff?" And I was just thinking, I can't. I'm not even there myself. Like I'm just like you've got to, it's like people don't understand, man. It's not a thing where you can just bring everyone along. If you've got a crew or you've come from a crew, it's a different situation. But I've always been alone. I've never been in a crew or anything like that. So I've always just did my own thing and obviously worked with people along the way. So it's completely different. But obviously there's people that I think talented in Birmingham that will definitely, like, if I just tomorrow just suddenly become famous, then obviously I'm going to do songs with them and try and bring them through, because they've brought me through. Like Vader, for one, he inspired me and taught me all I needed to know when I was young. So definitely, like, there's so many people that I've got in mind that I would do that. But for now, I'm trying to make it myself.
They've got to support you, they've got.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. So I'm trying to open the door for the whole of Birmingham.
Were you in America recently?
Yeah, I did.
What were you doing in America?
I went to America.
What were you doing there? What were you doing there? You were full about going to America. It wasn't a holiday, was it?
No, it wasn't a holiday.
So it was business, right?
You know what, yeah? I've always said, there's so many things I've said in my lifetime and I've done, and I've always said, I'm gonna go abroad for the fact, because it's my first time abroad, and I said my first time abroad is gonna be business. My second time abroad will be a holiday, so I can relax, and I've done that now. So my first time abroad was a meeting. I can't really say yet, like, because it's still in talks, so I can't really say anything, but you know, they seen the Look at Me Now track. It got posted on worldstarhiphop. Someone, some silly little hater, but I love my haters though, because they don't realise that it can actually backfire. Someone put my number on Worldstar, saying this is Lady Leshurr's number. Now the people have contacted me through seeing my number on there. They phoned me, but obviously they're phoning me like 4 or 5 in the morning. These times I've got a solid sleeping pattern. I used to be up all the time writing, but I've got a solid sleeping pattern now. So every time I'm waking up and seeing the call, I'm like, who's this? Like, they kept phoning me every single day at 4 AM. So I was like, you know what? Tomorrow I'm gonna stay up. So I stayed up. They phoned me again. I'm like, hello. And it's like, hi, is this Lady Leshurr? I was like, yeah, you can call me that. And he was like, oh, well, we just seen your music video on Worldstar, and we want to fly you over, and we want to have a meeting with you and stuff. Yeah, man. It's like, yeah, we'll pay for you. And it's like, can you come tomorrow? And I was like, tomorrow? Like,
that's what like the story, like tomorrow.
Yeah, I was like, it is tomorrow over here. Like, I won't be able to come today, sorry. But yeah, we eventually went, me and my manager. It was a great meeting, and it's still in talks. But regardless of all that, like, if they're still interested, they've heard the Lego track. Yeah. They just absolutely loved it. They just wanted to get it on Hot 92 and stuff like that straight away. Is it Hot 90?
Hot 97.
Hot 97. Yeah. I'm gonna go back Birmingham. We've got Hot 92 Birmingham. Yeah, Hot 97. So they wanted to get it on there. So I just thought, wow, like, you know, we'll talk further. But you know, everything's looking a bit nice and steady.
I'm glad it's picking up, because you are grafting, and like I said before I did this interview, people are saying your name. Everyone is saying your name, like your name's being talked a lot about in a positive way. Because obviously you don't get to hear it, so I get phone calls like, yo bro, Lady Leshurr's the next one to come out. Okay, let's see, isn't it? Because you know, I hear people about to see it, but everyone in the industry saying this, they believe that 2012 is going to be your year.
That's crazy.
Yeah, no, you have to like, used to the cameras and things.
I know, but it's just like, obviously you saying that, it's kind of like sunken in that people actually like talking about me, because I know people talk about me, but I didn't know people phone people up to say, you know, blah blah blah.
But these are people in the industry.
That's what I mean.
Like, yo, you need to make sure you get on fire, because this time next year you may be able to talk to them like,
that's crazy.